Greetings and salutations. My name is Michael Schwahn and welcome to the channel. We have some more reaction content for you, and today we are checking out everything for Project Warlock 2. That was harder to say than I expected. But so Project Warlock 2, according to its Steam page, is a retro shooter. You could call it a boomer shooter, but when I think of boomer shooters, I think of games that are trying to be like Doom, right? And what little I saw of this while I was pulling up this game, like trying to make sure I had all the trailers and stuff for it, I feel like it's more like less of trying to emulate Doom and more of like, what would you get if Doom kept trying to develop in the same space while modernizing itself? So we have everything from its initial reveal at the PC gaming show of last year in 21, the Meet the Demons trailer in April of this year, the Summer of Gaming trailer with the official gameplay reveal in June of this year, and then the Chapter 2 teaser trailer that just released this month in September. So let's go ahead and take a look at what Project Warlock has in store for us. Let's go.
Disciples of Warlock. With their guns.
And their bombs.
And their spells.
Oh, close.
And their grit. Ready for plenty of hurt. Ready to cleanse the world, invaded by demons.
You know, I said there's a gameplay reveal trailer. This looks very gameplay.
Introducing Band of Warlocks. Because this time,
they just start chunking grenades.
Is not enough.
Oh, is it multiplayer?
Project Warlock 2.
All right, well, that was bombastic. All right, let's continue. This is the Meet the Demons trailer.
Your suffering will be legendary.
Yeah, it will, because YouTube's been being rude as shit and auto-defaulting to auto even when I already changed it. And their tanks and their guns. Thank you, Minimal. I appreciate you. I'm glad you got the same reference that I did. Oh, good lord.
Do you want to see something scary?
Wait, hold on. Wait, what was that? There was something that appeared right here. There it is. Warlock Media Player now playing Soul Stealer. Okay.
Do you want to see something scary?
You call that a shambler? I'd call that an ogre. Well, he's dead, so it's fine. This is quite the presentation. Like, it's a lot, right? There's a lot happening. There's a lot going on. So what is this gameplay trailer going to have? It's only a minute long. I feel like all of these trailers have just been gameplay trailers, but we'll let it speak for itself. Why is everything frozen in time? I feel like it was a much better indication of what the gameplay was when it wasn't frozen. Also, I can't tell if these enemies are fully 2D or not. Like, when you get close to them, they look 2D, but from far away, they got a nice 3D effect looking to them. Oh, they must be 2D. I can see the sprites changing for the new direction to be facing you. They're really good looking. Man, that big guy does not look 2D, but I guess he is. I guess it's a much better example of unbroken up gameplay. Man, okay, so, you know, seeing a more unbroken up version of the gameplay that's not hypercut around and stuff like that, this looks, it looks more like, instead of if the original Doom was modernized and released today, and like they had kept holding to that gameplay style, it feels more like instead of what if you tried to make a retro game out of Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal. 6 levels. Small. Oh, redesigned it into 12. Okay. It's very fast and floaty. Not in a bad way. Just that's the style they went with. I will say the volume of these trailers is all over the place. I have my hand on the volume slider over here on the left off screen, and I've just been like adjusting it on the fly to try and keep it within relative balanced spaces. They're like in 2D and a 3D space. It's kind of trippy. Yeah, but it's also like they've done such good texture work and shading on the 2D pixels that they look like they could be 3D, but they're not. Fast and floating sounds like Doom, all right. Definitely the new Doom. I know that like the way that you skated around in like Doom and Doom 2 back in the day, you could still call that fast and floaty, but it's not the same way that Doom 2016's fast and floaty. So this game is actually in early access right now. If you wanted to get access to it, it's currently its base price is $17. Do they have an estimation of when the game is going to be fully released? We estimate up to 1 year of early access. It went into early access in June of this year. So they're looking at maybe having a full 1.0 release sometime around June of next year. I could see that. I don't feel like 2016 was fast and floaty at all. I mean, it depends on how you play, I guess. I played it very fast and floaty, but that might just be my experience because I was jumping around all over the place all the time. So, kind of reminds me about BPM and Metal Hellsinger. Yeah, there's no rhythm base to it, though. But in the general kind of, like, design space of the general gameplay, I can definitely see where you're coming and going with that. But, interesting. I don't know how I, like, it is cheap enough that I could consider trying it, but I feel like I want something that is more complete. And I don't mean because it's early access. I mean, I feel like there was just something missing from this game. It's got a really good design, right? But it felt like there was something lacking. Maybe it lacked impact. Like, sure, the enemies would explode into a bunch of blocks, right? But even watching it, it didn't feel like there was impact in that death or that explosion. I don't know if that's exactly what it felt like was missing, was like some oomph in it, but it definitely felt like just something felt dry. And I don't know why exactly that is. And I'm struggling to even try to really put my finger on why it felt that way. Of like, I looked at it and I'm like, yeah, that looks cool. And it even kind of looks fun. But for some reason, even though I think it looks cool and looks fun, I'm just not super into it. Not the way that I am games like, we can look at like, even like Nightmare Reaper. That game is fucking ridiculous as hell, right? And like that game, while we were questioning whether it was just a whole bunch of like theft going on, there was something appealing about that game. And looking at games like BPM or Metal Hellsinger, it's like, or even like if we want to go to a higher tier level in terms of fidelity, looking at things like Doom or Witchfire, it's like there's something about these games that makes me want to play them. And this game, I like the way that it looks. I like this design. I like its approach. Its art direction is really fascinating to me, but for some reason it doesn't make me want to play it. And I don't know what is the what is missing in the recipe that is making me feel that way. I would like to know, but I just don't know what it is. It reminded me the most about the Doom mods. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's what it is. I know we had a pretty long conversation with Real a while back about boomer shooters and Doom mods and stuff like that. And while I don't feel like a lot of the other boomer shooters that are coming out are just variations on Doom or Doom mods, maybe that's the difference, is that this one feels so much closer to something else that it doesn't feel unique in a way that I find appealing. I don't know. I'm very confused by it. And like, normally I have very clear and concise opinions and am able to very clearly explain what I do or do not like about it. And that's what finds this so strange to me, because it looks good and it looks like it would play good, but I don't feel inclined to play it, and I don't know why. I don't know. But to you watching right now, I'd love to hear what your thoughts are, especially since this game has been in early access for a few months now. And I did see, looking in here, that on the early access page, it has mixed reviews in the last 30 days. Only 53% of the user reviews in the last 30 days were positive. Mind you, that's only 13 reviews, so that's not many. That means seven were positive and 6 were negative. Overall, it has very positive, and 81% of all the reviews the game has received have been positive. So, I don't know, but if you are somebody that has taken part in the early access venture of Project Warlock 2, I'd love to hear from you. Given that this is also Project Warlock 2, if you've played Project Warlock, I'd also like to hear from you. Let me know what your thoughts are about this game and this sequel, and if you've tried the early access, how it's been sitting with you. Love to hear from you. Leave your thoughts down in the comments below. If you want to keep up the conversation elsewhere, 2 great places to do so are Discord and Twitter. Speaking of Discord, we actually have a channel dedicated to these reactions where you can place links of your own that we can watch together live on stream, because we do stream 4 days a week, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday, and I would love to see you there. If you enjoyed this video, please leave it a like. If you want to catch future videos, please subscribe to the channel. And if you do watch one of the other videos on the channel, or if I see you in the live stream, thank you and enjoy.